Hi everybody, it's Chris. I just wanted to reach out with a pretty simple recording, actually a few sessions of recordings on our changeover into Command and then some integration with some DocuSign. So the first big thing is the 3 simple steps to get started in Command. How to log in, how to create a contact, how to create an opportunity. Now most of you already have this down, yet it'd be good to have a video on how to do it, and those of you that may not have touched this yet, you can definitely use this to get started and get moving forward. So I'm going to dive into Command and show everybody how to do it. Hang on just one second. Okay, so first step in getting into Command is logging in. That is, the easy website is agent.kwb.com. Your login credentials are the same exact stuff that you log into My KW. So it's going to be your KW username there and then the password you set up. And that should log you into Command. Right here is our Command dashboard. Over here on the left-hand side, you got a bunch of icons. If you click the KW at the top of that, it'll expand and show you what those icons mean. All that does is open and close those over there. This top one, of course, is Home. So this is your dashboard. It'll be a task list, what's been happening, database health, things like that. Then as you move down, you can see different functions that you have in Command. Contacts, tasks, smart plans, campaigns, all that, opportunities, all that kind of good stuff. So the next thing I'm going to do is add a contact. So if I just scroll down here to the next one, the two little people, it says contact. So I click there. Here we go on my contact screen. This is a customizable screen, but we'll get into that later. Simply how you add a contact is one of these 2 buttons up here. I'd say if you have 15 or more, then it might be a good idea to import them as bulk. If you have up to 15, then adding them one at a time is really not that bad. So if I add a contact, then I've got, put in their full name, their email address, don't want a space there, their phone number. There you go. These 2 specific pieces here, mark as lead and add to sales pipeline. We don't want to check those for contacts that we're entering in here for people that we know. A lead is someone that you don't know. Got that? So a lead is someone that you have information on and you've never spoken to. As soon as you speak to them, they cease to become a lead and they are now a contact. That is key because you can't start an opportunity with a lead. Let that sink in for a second. Cannot start an opportunity with a lead. So don't do that. Add to sales pipeline has to do with a pipeline tool for teams and such like that, so we'll go into that later. There are certain tags that you can add, again, more later. I want to be very simple on here. I clicked the additional information. If I hit additional contact, this is where I can put in their street address. Anything like that. That's the same as the mailing address. If you have their Facebook, all that kind of good stuff, you can go crazy here. So that's simple. I hit create, and there we go. I've created the contact. They're in there. Now the next thing I want to be able to do is create an opportunity. So over here on the left-hand side, I've got the little handshake that says opportunity. This is my opportunity screen. I'm going to get into the next session on what all of this stuff means and why. I just want to be able to get to the creation of an opportunity right now. So this green button right over here that says create opportunity, that's what I'm going to click. Some basic information about the opportunity, where you are, who you are, what type of opportunity is it. Listing, buyer, landlord, tenant. So let's put in a buyer, client. I'm going to go ahead. There she is. All right. I could put in a co-buyer if I wanted to. The opportunity name, if this is a listing or this is a buyer that you're under contract on, then this will be the address of the property that you're on. If this is just a buyer right now that we don't have a property, then this is basically how it could stay. Like an agent is her last name, so I'll go ahead and put in Annie Agent Buyer. Custom tags, again, we can get into those later. Estimated closing date, again, this is seriously estimated. It's just made for pipeline, so if somebody says I'm going to buy something but it's going to be next year, you put them the opportunity, then you put this out next year. What kind of time frame is this the opportunity? 1 month, 3 months, 12 months, that kind of stuff. Their budget, $250,000. And then this is what phase and what stage of opportunity you're going to put them in. It's going to default to the very first. So that's the easiest way to handle it, and that way they all go into the same place. Assignee, this has to do with teams. If you have more than one person on your team, especially if you're the rainmaker putting this in, then you want to make sure whoever's involved with this transaction is assigned to this. That way they can see it in their command. And then I hit Create Opportunity. The next screen it's going to bring me to is the Opportunity Details page. You can just verify that all this stuff is correct. If it's not, you hit the Edit button right here and go change whatever necessary. You notice you have a few more things in here like appointment, contact date, contract date, close date, those types of things that you may not have had when you created the opportunity, so you can update this. So there you go. That's how you create an opportunity. If I go back to my sales pipeline or hit this Opportunities button again, they will have shown up right here in the Buyers, Cultivate. There's Any Agent Buyer. All right, that's going to be it for this opportunities. I wanted to keep this around 5 minutes, and that's pretty much 6 minutes, a little bit. So hope that helped out to get you here, and stay tuned for the next session to go over a little bit more detail about opportunities and why they exist.